Hello each and everyone, this is Nuzul Hussain once again in front of you and my eyes is on your eyes. So once again I have come because of that I have done one video about FMCG and which is very crucial business in our Bangladesh as well as whole the world because of this like that Unilever, Nestle, Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, Procter & Gamble as well as and record banks are there doing like that business, so our client is doing like that. And I said that's mentioned about some companies like Prana, the magazine industry like is Abul Qaistel as well as the Bosundur thing. They are doing like that business because of that. Each and every day we are going to the shop as well as they are purchasing something product for our daily life, and this is like the oil, the salt, sugar, all have that. I have mentioned in my part 1. Today I'll say that about the macro relation as well as the wheat offer and how you will make too much progress, how much you can do it so easily and very smartly. You can business with low price as well as with big profit as well as the huge volume you can sell to the market. So first one, that relation as well as the visit. Without that your market will be lost out from that here because of that. If you cannot visit your market, if you don't do visit your market, if you don't do good relationship with your customer, with your retailer, wholesaler as well as who will take your product to the sale to the ultimate consumer, that your business will be on the run so easily. So first one things, good relation. Already I said that relation is most important. Relation, that's mean I quoted one quoted I have listened from the one people and who is a very businessman as well as from the Igloo CEO of Igloo Camera House, and he is very good as well as I have learned from a lot things from him. So one thing is combination is that mean that confused clarity, confused and making your gaps as well as to understand to the people, to make good relation with them as well as to listen to them and exactly what they're wanting from you, and you can do strategy pull, you can do strategy, you can execute or you can embody in your markets. So like one strategy is push and pull strategies. Both of are very important for because of both are necessary in this market because of the push and pull. Push just mean you can push your product to the retailer, wholesaler if you don't do any kind of the bargaining power as well as you don't have brand value, you don't ultimately customer don't want the product, but how can your product customer will perceive and it is your matter as of you up to your work. So pull strategy just mean the customer wants a product because of that they want from the retailer, wholesaler, ultimately the wholesale retailer wants, and they come to your company as a manufacturer depot, then they'll take from your product. So if you can pull strategy, that means you're success already. But if you not have the push strategy or the pull strategy, then push strategy you have, so you have to make work, you have to more work on your product category. So ultimately the market is like that. Maybe you have several types of employee in your organization to sell your product, to give something information about your product to the customer, to the retailer or wholesaler. So if you don't visit market, so how can you make understand yourself? So yeah, and my product is really or easily run to the market as well as easily purchase our product from the point of view of customer. So if you cannot do that by yourself, no one people are in this world like cannot do like you work. So ultimately and you have a lot of money, you have a lot of people, you have a lot of the muscle people, but you have a lot of fat and you're very big and fatty people. So if you go to the gymnasiums to make the gyms or as well as you fit your figure. So ultimately, if you give some money to your bodybuilder as well as the bodyguard, please take some the push for you, and it will work for you. Obviously not, it will work for you. Your push and your gym as well as your exercise you will have to do, and no one people will do for you. And as well as if they do, they will work for them, not for you, not for you, not for you. So your market, your budget, your all of things you have to do. So practice makes man perfect. So if you practice a lot of on the market, if you go every day and a single day, if you can relation with them, so you can build up your brand, you can build up your company name, you can build up your product, and ultimately the consumer will want your product. Without that, they cannot so easily purchase it. So one thing I can know that, so relation with the amount of word, that's a very big effect in the society, in the market. But something if you can exchange with the relationships like that, I want to give you some gifts. So if you take my product and if you purchase my product and you sell my product to the customer, and if you can convince us like that, I will give you something the lucrative, something like that, which is very important for your home stuff like that. I will give you something blender or other things I can give you. So all of things depend on the people. So relation, you have to make relation anyhow, negative or positive. But negative, it doesn't mean that negative does mean you will have to give something drive. Not negative does mean you will have to do your work, as also you have to make your brand with that way. And if you take it like that, you can give something with low price and than your competitor, than the another local companies. That's the, maybe it is a bit negative, but it effect of you and it perspective to you, it's not negative, it is just a positive for your site. So all of things you can combine. So into this is my second part, and I will come with next part. It was the relation as well as the communication. Next I will come with third part, and what will be just like FMCG. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone.